Hi beta.
Dad, I'm not agree with you on one point.
Which point beta?
You always tells me to read Sanatan books, but I don't believe much in that.
I know you all are millennials, na? You believe in Western science.
Don't mind that, but I'm in love with quantum physics and science.
What's so amazing about that?
Have you read about the black hole?
Yes, I did.
So have you read about the time machine?
Time machine, of course. But I want you to explain by using your so-called amazing and fantastic Western science.
Of course, Dad. One of the greatest scientists, cosmologist, mathematician and author of a book, Believe History of Time, and he has almost sold 10 million copies, and he has also explained the theory of black hole. And the name of the scientist is Stephen Hawking.
Yes, I have heard about Stephen Hawking. He is an excellent scientist. But can you explain me more about that black hole?
Yeah, by using the theory of Einstein, that is E is equal to mc square, he has explained that the big stars become a black hole and they have they are invisible and they have attractive force.
Lot of
Lot
attraction
of
force.
attraction,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Gabby, I mean if this is black hole is invisible, तो उसको पता कैसे चला कि ये black hole है?
So Daddy, imagine there is a big star
Okay.
and it's squeezed and become like a green piece and the density increases, hence the attractive force also increases. The Stephen has seen in the sky that there is a black dot over there and all the stars and objects it attracts
Into
towards
that black
it.
hole?
Yeah,
Okay.
towards it, and that it gulps all the things that is around it and think that there is a light. If light also enters in it, it is invisible, Daddy.
So there is, I mean, time is there in black hole?
No, there is like if you enter
No time.
no time.
It means you want to say no time.
No time.
So I agree with you. I salute Stephen. Fantastic theory. But now I'll explain you through Sanatan. What is written in Sanatan Dharma. Then you need to understand. I mean, what is there? There is a Bhulok and there is a 7 lok down and 7 lok up. So I'll start with Atal, Vital, Sutal. Then there is one Mahatal, Rasatal and Patal is there. And above there is Dhrulok, Bhuvarlok and Swarglok, which is also known as heaven in Western science. Swarglok. Above that Swarglok, there is a Maharlok and Taplok. Then above that there is a Brahmalok and then Satyalok. So Satyalok we can say Shivlok also. And now I'll tell you in our Sanatan book, and that is also proved by your Western science through carbon dating. Okay. So I'll tell you what is the distance between the Earth and Sun. It is almost 8 lakh kilometers. So from the Sun, that Swarglok starts as per our Sanatan Dharma. And it's between this Sun and the Dhruv star. So Dhruv star is almost at 1100 kilometers away from the Earth. Now Gabby, I'll tell you one thing. There was no Western astronomical telescope. Then also how they have find all these things. So don't you think that amazing? Now I'll tell you about black hole. That also been mentioned in Rig Veda as a Nasadiya Sukta. I mean, what is black hole? Black hole is nothing but a Shiva. Shiva is not Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. He is Nirakar. Shiva is just a energy. It's eternal. And it is written in Sanatan Dharma that जब ये पूरा ब्रह्मलोक समाप्त हो जाएगा तो वो जो शिव है सब कुछ अपने आप में समा लेंगे. Everything will enter into the Shivlok. So don't you think that कि it is written into a story form that Shiva is actually a black hole? I mean, do you feel it's amazing?
Yeah, Dad, it's amazing, yaar. What's about time machine?
Time machine, yes, I'll explain. But I just want to understand what you know about time machine.
That Stephen has explained about the wormholes,
Okay.
which is 1000 lesser than 1 centimeters, It's this much tiny, but it is not possible to enter in that tiny hole with this body. But he has told about the time machine, how we can go in our past.
Future. I think future. I've read that.
Yeah, he has explained that suppose if I'm 80 years old and I'm sitting in a time machine with the speed of light, I'm going to the high level and I'm waiting there for or
Chalo, maybe 5 years.
5 years, okay. And after 5 years, when I'm coming down, that is 18 plus 5, 23 years old, and my friends would be 43 years old. That means that I am in future.
Yes, I mean, you have told right, and it's a fantastic theory. I also have read about that. It means that you have entered into a future. And one thing you'll agree with me, it shows that there is a time difference between the space and the earth. Yeah, that has been proved in science. Now I'll tell you that in Sanatan Dharma, it is already written that there is a time difference between all lokas. We called it lokas. What you all tell, I don't know. I'm not bothered also about that. So listen, for Brahmalok, it is told that कि ब्रह्मा का एक दिन, one day, is equal to 4.32 billion years of earth. So now see what is the difference between that. If you reach to that Brahmalok, and there is a lot of time difference between this Brahmalok and this Earthlok, this Bhulok. Bhulok you can say. And you have told about wormholes. And you had one question which Stephen has not able to prove that. Ki how we can enter into that small tiny holes. Now I'll tell you, this human body is made up of Panch Tattva. Panch Tattva is what? Earth, water, then Vayu, Agni and Akash. Okay. When a person dies, ये जो आपका मिट्टी वाला शरीर है वो रह जाएगा, and this water part will remain here only. Okay. And this theme goes, which is known as Suchma Tattva, along with Atma. And it is written in Sanatan book that it's so tiny, as you mentioned, it is so tiny, it is 2000 times lesser than 1 centimeter. So it can easily enter into your wormhole. So it enters into a wormhole and it goes to other loka. So don't you think that it's amazing? Everything is explained in Sanatan Dharma.
Yeah, Dad. So that thing, if science and
Sanatan Dharma, exactly. Now you have hit the bull. I wanted to say same thing, that if science merges with Sanatan Dharma, if you want to do any experiment which will take maybe 100 years, it can be done in 5 years.